The number one best food for aging skin, guess what? It's not collagen. Typically what people do for their skin is they use facial creams or moisturizers. They pulled up the top selling facial creams for wrinkles and aging skin. I actually read the ingredients. It was shocking to me. They're putting plastics, chemicals, things that cause cancer. Some of them actually have collagen in these lotions. You can't put collagen topically and think it's going to be absorbed. It's not. But all these other chemicals in the cream will. It goes right into the skin. It goes into the bloodstream, and then it starts to build up in your liver. Now the liver has to deal with it. It has to get rid of the toxicity. And then the skin starts looking older. Another mistake is to over cleanse the skin and really scrub it too much. There's a layer of microbiome that is there to protect you. So you have to be very gentle about when you exfoliate the skin. I just recommend that you go really light on the skin because there's all these microbes on your skin that are beneficial. And when you pull those off, now we don't have the protection. Of course, the water you put on your skin from the shower, fluoride and chlorine, very, very toxic, very, very harsh. So get a filter for your shower. And the last mistake when you're on a statin, I'm not telling you not to take a statin, but that blocks cholesterol. Cholesterol and fat are necessary to build the skin. I just want to mention one last thing about the chemicals in these lotions. You would think that the FDA does third-party testing. Absolutely not. It's an honor system, so industry has to do their own testing. But with cosmetics, there's no testing. They can pretty much put a lot of things in there. In fact, in the EU, they actually banned 1,600 chemicals in cosmetics, but in the US, they only ban 30. All right, now let's get into this food. I want to see if you can guess what it is. The first thing that this food has a lot of is vitamin A, retinol. It's an essential element to building connective tissue. Also, vitamin A is essential for your immune system on the skin to protect the skin cells from getting old. Let's move on to the next cofactor. Copper. Copper provides the elasticity to the skin. You also need zinc for many reasons. One being it's a great healer of the skin. This food is also loaded with iron to strengthen the red blood cells, to give you oxygen, and to help your circulation. One serving size of this food has more anti-aging, anti-wrinkle nutrients than most $80 skin products. And this food is liver. That's right, grass-fed liver. Grass-fed liver contains literally every cofactor and raw material that you need to keep your skin super vibrant. Now here's the problem. Some people don't like to eat liver, including myself. For some reason, when I eat it, it makes me tired. And I think because of my history, I've damaged my liver. I've eaten a lot of bad foods for many years. What happens when you do that, whether you damage your liver from bad foods, alcohol, a virus, chemicals, the liver has these cells called resident memory T cells, and they can actually react to dietary liver when you eat it. And so when you eat liver, sometimes you might get tired and you're thinking, do I have an allergy to liver or do I have some problem with liver? Why is it making me tired? Well, it has to do with some pre-existing damage that can then create a little bit of an immune reaction that can actually increase your histamines and make you tired. So what I found is if I take just a small amount, like 1 capsule of grass-fed liver in a supplement before bed, it helps me sleep better. It doesn't bother me through the day. And I actually can get the benefit of that liver without consuming the liver because I don't like it. Now, if you don't like liver, you can also soak it in lemon juice. That actually helps the taste. You can find a good recipe for it. So you're putting various spices and onions and cook it with that. Or you can blend the liver into other meat. I've done that where I don't even taste it, just put a little bit. That seems to work, like I put it in hamburger, or have liver pate, which is pretty delicious, or grass-fed liver pills. But I'm telling you, if you want to have nice skin, you should just start consuming liver and see what happens because liver is literally one of the best multivitamin mineral cofactors. It provides so many good things for your skin and the rest of your body as well. When you eat collagen or take collagen, to get that to turn into your skin, again, you need a lot of cofactors. To get those cells in your skin to make collagen, they also need to be fed these cofactors. There's a lot of things you can do to destroy the skin topically, but also internally as well by eating, of course, junk food, consuming a lot of sugar and seed oils. It's really hard on the body and it'll make you look older. And one last thing that I found out when I was in practice, observing people that would do certain diets, even ketogenic diets, but do it in a way that is super low fat, okay? They're going low carb, but they're also going low fat, almost like no fat, and it's like protein, very lean protein. And they're not even using quality ingredients. They're using prepackaged, highly refined protein as soy protein isolates. And I'm talking about ideal protein. I would notice people that would consume that. It's just like a bunch of synthetic vitamins with really low quality raw material. And they would lose weight, but they would look old. Their skin would look dried out. Their hair would look dried out. Yes, it'll help you lose weight, but is it really the healthy way to do it? Anyway, start eating some liver and see how your skin does. And thank you so much for watching this. I will see you in the next video. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.